Y'all see that two-headed girl got married?
No, I did not see that.
I guess she got
The
married
conjoined
a couple
twin.
of years. Yeah, the one. Remember that two-headed girl?
They're joined at like the chest cavity.
Yeah, and they had like a TLC show, and
Yeah.
apparently, well, one of them got married. Who's? But
Well,
if one of them gets married, doesn't that mean that both of them?
Well, if one of them has sex, the other one does. Technically, they're still two people.
Because they got two heads, two brains.
Yeah.
They share a body. Is it the body all the same? You got two legs and two arms, right?
Right, but one head may manage one side and the other head manage the other side. I've seen some of their videos where they're driving or whatnot.
Does that count as polygamy?
How does that work?
Not technically, because he would only be married to one of them. But the other one would be there.
But if you're having sex,
I'll have to be.
Also, if you go back to the original Siamese twins, which were two guys, they were, I think each one of them was married to different ladies. So, people in those circumstances have to be somewhat adaptable, I guess.
Yeah, the guy got married to the girl was kind of a stand-up guy. He was a Army veteran, and he
Well, like our esteemed Joe, somebody who has seen the elephant, like the Army
he's a nurse too.
Well, some of the people who've seen the elephant like that, they have a far more solid grasp on the variability of reality than a lot of common Joes.
Yeah, he's got a medical background. He's a nurse, an Army veteran. So, would you like to have two heads? Do you think that would come in handy, like doing programming or something? You can.
It would take arguing with yourself to a whole nother level.
You can look at Stack Overflow with one head and then type with the other head.
I'd end up punching myself in the face.
Oh man, imagine if there's two Joes. How do they get paid? I wonder. Because they're teachers. I wonder if they get one paycheck or they get two paychecks, or
each of them get half a paycheck.
That'd be one paycheck.
Well, that brings job sharing to a higher level, but it also, back in the days of the Reader's Digest, I remember somebody saying, "What characteristics do teachers need?" And the young teachers would saying, they have to be friendly, they have to be whatever. They went through a lot of stuff. An older teacher who'd been in there said, what she's got to have is good peripheral vision. So if you've got a teacher with two heads, her class is basically under the supervision of one person can be dealing with the material and the other person is dealing with keeping an eye on the environment, shall we say.
As they're dicephalous twins, rare form of partial twinning, two heads side by side, they share a bloodstream and all organs below the waist. Abby controls the right arm and leg while Brittany controls the left. So that's like what you were saying, Netminer. Each head controls one side of the body.
Yeah, well, I think that talk about having a meeting of the minds before you get married.
Yeah, so it's one person below the waist. Like, I guess they can feel everything. Each head can feel everything below the waist. So if you're married, what does the one head do? Just look away and...
Well, lay back and think of England is an old tradition. But
I want to make a comment about a blowjob.
Go for it. What is your comment?
I'm just saying it's got to be kind of interesting.
Go nuts.
also, it is not necessarily described whether the structures below the waist are duplicated or not in the pelvic area.
Yeah, it just says they share a bloodstream in all organs below the waist, but it doesn't say multiple organs below the waist or...
Well, anyway, these are people who are dealing with complexities far above the average newlywed are.
I'm just glad they found love. Found
Yeah,
somebody.
good for them.
Yep. I mean, there's a lot of people. One of the YouTubers that I follow, a couple of them that I followed on the shorts, they no longer show up, is one of them is she lost a leg, and a lot of her videos are about how she deals with various stuff and how she's going through various remedial surgeries and whatnot. And another one is a couple where the guy has got like Lou Gehrig's disease or something. He's very, very skinny and very light. And his wife, and I guess with a caregiver back in when they met, you know, she takes care of him in ways that are almost forgotten in a lot of regular marriages.